You're watching Channel Surfer Studio, where we celebrate creators and channels across YouTube. This first channel today is Midwest Safety. This channel brings you unscripted police and body cam footage that is sure to entertain. What's good here is the video speaks for itself and it's footage from all over the country. There's a wide variety of interactions going on here, so slide on over and check them out. Link in the description.
Whatever lays. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, sorry, man.
None in your pockets?
No.
No?
What'd you say your name was?
Marcus Ward.
Marcus Ward?
Next on deck, we have wavy boats. And what makes this channel so binge-worthy are several factors, and it's not just random boat footage. This channel has been around for a while, and you can tell they're consistent, professional, and dependable. They upload regularly, and you always know you're going to get a solid video. What I also love is the balance. They'll add just enough narration to keep it interesting, but not so much that it distracts from the action. And here's the detail I really appreciate. They often include the type of boat you're looking at. A lot of channels don't bother doing that, but if you're a boat fan, that's a huge bonus, and it makes the experience better. You'll see everything from boats raising the inlets to an insane variety of vessels, people out having a great time, and then, out of nowhere, a big wave slams, close calls, accidents, rescues, and real-life moments that remind you just how powerful the ocean can be. The bottom line is this channel is reliable, it's always a good time, and it never gets old. So swim, don't sink, and head on over to Wavy Boats and show them some love. Link in the description. Want to know about a channel that's fantastic? It's Vantastic. Christy Van breaks down velocity banking in a simple, practical, and helpful way. She shows you how to pay down debt faster and take control of your money instead of letting the banks control you. What I love best here is the fact that she is not selling a program. She is not selling you a course. She is giving you real-time information that is applicable that you can use today. And I wouldn't pass her channel up. If you're feeling the crunch, hop on over and check out Christy at Vantastic. Now let's go on over to Forgotten History. Forgotten History feels like a documentary that lives in the shadowy corners of the past, the stories most people never hear, and the details that don't always have easy explanations. It's part history, part mystery, and it carries that eerie, cinematic tone that keeps you leaning in. The topics feel like unsolved chapters of our world, forgotten places, strange events, and truths that were never fully understood. If you're into documentary-style storytelling with an unsettling edge, this channel will pull you in fast and keep you there. Next up, we have Nile Red. Nile Red is basically what happens when a chemistry genius decides to make science ridiculously entertaining. This guy lives and breathes the periodic table, turning everyday materials into completely different substances, like it's just another Tuesday in the lab. One minute he's making things glow, the next he's transforming something totally inedible into something edible, which is honestly a little unhinged in the best way. But the best part is how he explains everything. Clear, educational, and weirdly relaxing, even when the experiment looks like it could explode into another dimension. If you love science, chemistry, or just watching someone casually defy the laws of normal, Nile Red is an absolute element of greatness. And one for the kiddos, too. So go on over and check out Nile Red. This next channel, Art Bell on Periscope, is a tribute archive dedicated to one of late night radio's greatest legends, Art Bell. If you've ever listened to Coast AM, you already know the vibe. Eerie, fascinating, and impossible to look away from. Art had a way of exploring the unknown, UFOs, strange encounters, and unsettling mysteries. with a calm, steady presence that made the darkest topics feel strangely hypnotic. Now, Art Bell is no longer with us, but his impact absolutely lives on through content like this. And just a quick heads up, some of the subjects discussed here can be disturbing, so use your judgment before diving in. If you love unsolved history, paranormal storytelling, and late night mystery energy, this is a powerful piece of radio history preserve. So go on over and have a listen if you need a good story to tuck yourself into bed to. And in the famous words of Art Bell, keep your eyes on the skies. Grab your cowboy hat and a pair of chaps, because next up, Anchor Bram Ranch gives you a real, boots on the ground look at what it takes to survive in the cattle business while raising a big family. The scenery alone is worth watching. There's wide open, arid vistas, mountains, and that rugged ranch country beauty that makes you feel like you've stepped into another world. But what really makes this channel special is the man behind it, a hard-working, hands-on father who's raising capable kids in the right way by teaching them how to work, how to think, and how to handle real life. From cattle work and ranch tasks to driving trucks, ATVs, and everything in between, you see these boys and girl learning independence early. And it's the kind of parenting that builds strong, functional adults. He even mixes in the history and the nature of the land they live on, from old findings to wildlife, flora, and fauna. It's genuinely fascinating. Add in the rodeos, the team pinning, and a family that shows up for each other, and you've got a channel that's wholesome, hardworking, and incredibly
I started playing
watchable.
football for my elementary school, and he would show up to my practices and my games.
Soft White Underbelly, created by Mark Leda, is one of the most talked about and controversial interview channels on YouTube, and for good reason. Some people criticize it as exploitive, while others argue it gives a voice to people that society usually ignores. But no matter where you land, one thing is undeniable. The stories shared here are raw, human, and unforgettable. You're hearing firsthand accounts from people who are living through addiction, poverty, trauma, and survival. Realities most of us never get to see up close. It isn't comfortable, and it isn't always easy to watch, but it is powerful because it forces you to confront the parts of life most people would rather look away from. Whether you agree or disagree with Mark Leda's approach, one truth remains. Everyone deserves a voice, and sometimes being heard is the only thing a person has left. For many of the people featured here, these interviews become more than content, they become a final record. In some cases, it's the last living piece of someone who's now gone, and the only legacy their estranged families may ever have.
We're going to follow throughout the whole Bible: God, God's people, and God's land. Now, you might not have considered these three to be the main characters of Scripture, but as we explore
This is
these
Bible
books, we see
Animations,
8 Bible
and they're doing
stories, all
important
of
work
which have
here.
deeper meanings
The Bible
we
is one of the
probably
most
never got from
influential
church.
and widely read
This
books
video isn't for
throughout
you,
antiquity
but if
up
you
until
want to
today.
take your faith
And yet for
seriously
many
and explore
people,
the
it can feel
depths of
confusing,
God's word,
overwhelming, and
this might
difficult
be
to
the
interpret,
most valuable
which
4
causes some to
hours
avoid
of
it
your
altogether.
life.
What makes this channel different is how clearly they break it down. Whether you're a literature lover, a student, or someone seeking faith, or not even religious at all, this channel helps viewers understand difficult passages through expository teaching, meaning they rightly divide the text chapter by chapter and verse by verse, explaining the meaning within its proper context. They also explore widely misunderstood concepts and dive into deeper themes, including what are often called types and shadows. It's thoughtful, accessible, and surprisingly easy to follow, even for younger viewers, and it helps make an ancient, complex book feel understandable Check out Bible Animations and get a new take on one of the oldest books ever written. This is Mandy, and her channel is Souped Up Recipes. She makes authentic Asian home cooking feel totally doable. Her tutorials are concise, clear, and beautifully detailed. So you're not just following a recipe, you're learning techniques. From classic comfort dishes to restaurant-level favorites, she teaches you how to cook traditional meals the right way from your own kitchen. Who doesn't love a steamed dumpling? Yum. So go on over to Souped Up Recipes and get yourself some comfort food. Thank you, Mandy. All right, this next channel is YBS Youngbloods. And full disclosure, it's a personal favorite. It's an outdoors adventure channel created by Brody Moss. His content centers around wild exploration, ocean survival, fishing, and next-level catch-and-cook videos that are filmed with skill and tact that is unmatched. But what makes Brody unforgettable is his heart. He has this incredible bond with his animals, and he has this exhilarating, childlike love for the outdoors and for what he's doing that's just unmistakable. From his loyal dog Strida to the kittens that somehow tag along on every adventure, and even the ocean, this channel is equal parts breathtaking, educational, and wholesome, with a real respect for nature and the world we live in. Thanks so much, Brody.
Well done. Yes, good job.
This is Learn Spanish World. It's one of the easiest ways to build Spanish skills without pressure. From useful everyday phrases to different dialects and listening practice you can play in the background, even at night. It helps you learn naturally over time. Whether you travel or not, being bilingual opens doors, and this channel makes it simple. Link in the description. Well, that's going to bring this episode to a close. YouTube is much bigger than you think, so come back each week for new episodes where I spotlight the creators and channels that are the heartbeat of YouTube.